Hello guys and girls and welcome back. It's your boy Big John. The at's at the bottom of the screen if you like to listen to my music. So is all the relevant information I'll be speaking about in this video. And today what I'm going to be doing is showing you another fantastic free indicator for you to be able to scalp gold with. Now, I know a lot of guys and girls struggle sometimes when it comes to identifying trend in the market, and some people might not be able to see this with price action forming. So, just like I've made my last video, I see people are liking that. I thought, why not show another fantastic free indicator for you to be able to find trend identification and get in on some of those fantastic setups when they appear in the market. Now, don't forget, guys and girls, if you want to get into the VIP group access one-time fee, then just hit me up in Discord or Telegram, where I'm giving out signal trades, where I'm giving out Zoom calls every Sunday at 6 p.m. London time. And I'm also giving out trade ideas during the week. And on top of that, you also have the Trinity alerts, which you can use in order to find breaks of structure in the market on multiple time frames and loads of different pairs. So with all that being said, guys and girls, let's get straight into the video.
Started from the bottom like Drake. Got that young moolah, but I learned my mistakes. Climbing up the ladder, gotta watch out for the snakes. If you wanna be the boss, then you have to delegate.
Okay, so right now you can see I'm on my chart. I've got XAUUSD and I've shown you how to get a multi-chart layout from before. It's just in the top right on TradingView, and then you just get a split screen and you've got the 4-hour chart on your right and the 15-minute chart on your left. Now, what you're going to be doing with this is you can see I've got an indicator here called $God. This is a custom alligator indicator with buy and sell signals. Absolutely amazing for you to be able to see a long-term trend and for you to be able to get in on some of the pullbacks on the lower time frame for you to be able to scalp or day trade with this as well. So first and foremost, once you've got dollar on your chart, you can see here this is the settings that I do have. I've got the settings on both of the time frames the same, and you can see I've changed this to black. The reason why I've changed it to black is so that you can see when the alligator actually crosses over here, you're going to be able to see which lines crossing over and causing price action to go bearish or bullish. So the basic questions people always seem to ask me is, okay, where do I put my take profit? Where do I put my stop loss? Even though this is a losing trade, I'm just going to show you the example of this. So let's just zoom in over here on the 15-minute time frame, and after we had the nice breakout of the bearish trend forming, this was a trade we would have taken here. Now you're going to get the buy and sell signals appear on the 15-minute time frame, and you have to wait for the candle to close. Entering the trade would be on the next candle. So when the candle closes, you're entering on the candle after, and that's to make sure that the sell or buy signal has stuck in place. So what you would do then is make sure that your stop loss is above the last high or low. Of course, it's above for a sell and below for a buy. And if you're looking for your take profit levels, you've got the 4-hour chart open over here on your right. You're going to be able to see that on the left there's market structure. So we can see a take profit level for a trade would have been here, or there would have been another one over here. Now, of course, this was a losing trade because we can see the market did actually shoot up here. So it didn't hit any of the possible take profit levels. So I'm going to show you with the bar replay another fantastic way for you to be able to find your take profit levels using this indicator. So this indicator actually has a Fibonacci built in, and the great thing about that is that you can use the Fibonacci levels from wherever you enter the trade to find out where your take profit levels could be using the 4-hour Fibonacci levels. So you had a possible take profit from here, down here, or down here. Of course, again, this trade lost, so this did not work for you. We can see when we move over to the right that there was another trade entry. You had a sell here, you would have got in right over here, stop loss above this high. And let's just put the replay mode on to see where our take profit levels could have been. And right there, you can see this is fantastic. You can even see from your entry from here, you had a TP1 that was here and you had a TP2 that was here for it to possibly go further. Let's explain the strategy itself. So similar to a previous strategy I had on the MACD and the 4-hour chart and 15-minute entries, we can see over here that we have something similar. What we are looking for is a 4-hour trend and a 15-minute re-entry. When the 4-hour trend is bearish or bullish, we're going to be looking for a 15-minute buy or sell signal. We can see here that the 4-hour trend did go bearish from here. So we would have been looking for sell signals after that on the 15-minute chart. And then when we move over a bit, we can see that the first sell signal actually came in here. Again, this was a losing trade, but that's fine. We move on. When we go over to here, we can see that we had another sell signal over here. When we had this sell signal here, again, our stop loss would have been at the high. We would have drawn out our take profit levels by looking to the left or using the Fibonacci. And we can see that this one did hit its take profit levels for a long-term swing trade all the way down there. This was actually a 19-hour trade, which is fantastic. And like I've explained before, you would take off 75% of your profits at your TP level, which would have been somewhere like here, and then you leave the rest to run for a possible long-term swing trade. And we can see there's another entry over here, which was a beautiful swing trade again. So I know there's going to be some guys and girls asking and saying, oh, but why didn't you take any of the other entries beforehand that did come in? I would suggest to people that you want to make sure you are seeing a massive pullback in the market before you're entering again. The last thing you want to do is keep entering all of these positions, especially if you're a beginner. When you're a bit more advanced, you can do this because you're going to know how to stack orders using good risk management. But if you're a beginner, just look for the smooth, clean setup. This works on all trading instruments, not only gold. But of course, it's a fantastic way for you to get in from the top and hold trades. And once again, if you see a huge pullback, like you see here, the trend has changed on the 15-minute time frame, indicating that this is a massive 4-hour pullback happening. Now you can start to look for your entries again. So we can see here, there's another entry over here. Again, we can see something similar happening here. Look, a massive pullback on the 15-minute time frame. We're still bearish on the 4-hour chart. You can see over here. And now when we're looking, we can see there was some signals here that appeared. Of course, like I've said before, you're going to lose trades, of course. We had a pullback here. This has even turned bullish on this time frame. We could see a sell here, a loss, but then this one here made up for it because we was able to get a 5.81 trade here for the sell. So another thing that will happen is, of course, you're going to get accumulation areas or distribution areas in the market. Some people call it consolidation as well. And when you do get these areas happening, especially on a higher time frame, there's going to be, you know, a variety of trades. There's either going to be very good swing highs to swing lows, or there's going to be a whole bunch of chop, meaning you're going to lose more trades. So we did have some signals that did appear here. So when the market did come in here for the sell, you can see you would have lost this sell here. You would have lost this sell here because on the 4-hour chart, it was still bearish. As we can see, if we look over to the right, that's just over here. So we would have lost these setups, as you can see from that big push up again. But we have seen that big push up. After that big push up, we've seen there's another sell here. We would have got in here, and this was at least a 1 to 2 trade coming in here, when on the 4-hour chart it was still bearish. Even though we had this little pullback here, overall the chart was still bearish. So this is probably why you only got a 1 to 2 trade. Now when we move over, yes, there are some buys here, but we're not taking them because we want to go with the trend. We're looking here. So when we get to this point, we can see that the market's actually turned bullish. So when it's turned bullish here, we didn't unfortunately have a buy alert here. We did see a massive sell pullback, and then it went into a 15-minute buy trend here as well with the 4-hour. But the thing that we didn't see is a 15-minute buy alert here. Now this is where something like Trinity does come into play. So with Trinity, this is great. All you have to do is go to the little icon here and then search and put XAUUSD, and you're going to see all of the USD trades. Of course, these are all the different pairs that do come up. Like I did explain, you get this in the one-time fee VIP service, and you can see all of the trades did appear here basically for XAUUSD, because I've separated what I'm looking for previously that has happened. And this is also what you'd be able to use with the dollar god indicator to be able to find nice entries when the 4-hour trend is in line with the 15-minute. So you can see this was a fantastic buy that actually happened here for a 5.32 RR trade. There was another one that did appear here, but this was a loss right over here. So now we can see there's a massive sell in the market with the CPI news. And what actually happens here is the 4-hour trend starts to go bearish again. And when the 4-hour trend starts to go bearish again, our first sell signal was right over here. So again, we would have put our stop loss at the top, and we could have used the Fibonacci that would have been on the right over here on the 4-hour chart. And this was a massive swing trade that went all the way down to these lows here. So this was a 9.76 R trade. So you can see how massive these trades can actually be using this and helping you with these types of setups. I did actually explain to traders that the market had closed below 1707, and because we did see that closure on a daily time frame with a daily candle, we could be seeing price action going back down to 1680 or further. So we do see that this actually happened. Then we had a link up with the 4-hour chart and the 15-minute chart, a dollar god sell alert, and there you go. So this is how you can use this as well to help you with trend direction. So whenever I put a chart in my Discord, I'm also going to link this video so people can understand that they can use this to help them with the trades I'm talking about if they get in once the trend has established. And again, we have one more alert over here, and this was something I gave out literally yesterday just to show you this. So in my Discord, you can see clearly here that I've given a whole chart explaining I'm expecting gold to go to 1573, because we have seen price action closing below 1680, and more than likely there is a monthly liquidity that was left behind from COVID. So if it is going to go all that way, at least it has a reason because of the wick that was left behind. I also told people today that, look, there was a Trinity sell alert retest. This one did fail, but there was another entry that did appear. Anybody in the VIP group would have been able to see that the alert did come through. They would have been able to get this sell. I'm in this sell right now. I've explained to people. I also explained in the Zoom call that you can take this trade if you get a sell underneath 16 1680, and everybody would have been able to make money off the trade that we are currently looking at, which is this trade right here. So when we look at this trade, we can see this was a 1 to 3R trade, and we can see the same thing happening here. Very simple. Price closed below 1680. We can see one tap here. Now it starts to form a lower high, and then it formed another lower high here, indicating that we're in a possible downtrend underneath the massive closure of that 1680 level. And then on top of that, not only did we have a Trinity alert that appeared here, the second one after the first one failed with this spike up, we also had this dollar god indicator showing us that there was a sell alert here. You could have entered here with your stop loss above there, and again, this was a 1 to 3R trade. So I hope you like this one, guys and girls. Very simple, not too hard to use. If you've got any questions on it, you can always ask me in the Discord. Again, you can always get into the one-time VIP group, and therefore I'd be able to show you this in the Sunday Zooms to say, yeah, look at this. You know, sometimes I might even put on my chart just to help people out. And again, guys and girls, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. If this video gets 50 likes, what I will actually do is show you how you can use this just using one chart, the higher time frame if you're very, very busy, and what you need to look for in order for you to find a better looking setup to avoid any of those consolidated market or fake out market conditions. With that being said, guys and girls, it's your boy Big John. Peace.
Started from the bottom like Drake. Got that young moolah, but I learned my mistakes. Climbing up the ladder, gotta watch out for the snakes. If you wanna be the boss, then you have to delegate.